Welcome back to my channel, everybody. This is a little bit of an unconventional opening for me. I'm actually filming this opening at the end of the day. I'm sitting outside enjoying the weather here with my puppy. And anyway, this is going to be my opening for another road trip video. It's kind of a split up road trip into two completely different areas. This morning I had to get up super early for just a regular checkup at my eye doctor, my yearly checkup. They could only squeeze me into the very first appointment this morning, and so I'm still a little bit sleepy and groggy, and I don't think anyone wanted to see me film an opening when I'm barely awake. So I did not film it this morning, but I did go to the neighboring town where my eye doctor lives, stopped in the Walmart there, and was able to get some footage of the card selection at that Walmart, and then I zoomed home, met my wife, and we headed to actually Kansas, the state of Kansas, a little bit over the Missouri and Kansas line, which Missouri and Kansas don't always see eye to eye, and they have quite a history of rivalry in sports, and so it's not like it's that personal to me, but we always kind of joke about it whenever we enter Kansas. So I actually took a road trip into Kansas while my wife and her mom, my mother-in-law, were in IKEA. I visited some various shops while I was over there, and then I also was able to stop in at a local baseball card store over in the area close to where the IKEA was. So feel free to watch the rest of this video, and we'll see what I was able to pick up, and then I'll catch you guys again at the recap to show you what I was able to purchase at the card store. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys at the end of this video. Alright guys, I'm here at an IKEA in just on the other side of the state line in Kansas, kind of in the Kansas City metropolitan area here. My wife and my mother-in-law, we planned out this trip. My wife needed to go to IKEA to check out some stuff here in the Kansas City IKEA location, and so while they are in IKEA looking at all the stuff that they are searching for, they said I would be more than welcome to just kind of hang out and drive around out here. There's a baseball card shop in this area that I want to stop at, but it doesn't open for another hour or so. So I figured I'd stop at some of these little retail stores on my way while I'm waiting for the baseball card store to open here. So we're going to go into this Walgreens in Kansas, and we'll see how we do. I'll let you know. Okay, so Walgreens was a bust. I know they had that Fairfield pack with 100 cards for $5. I'm not really feeling like getting into that today. I'm here at just a little bit across the road here in this other shopping center at a Party City. Now, Party City has been some people's dirty little secret that they do have cards there similar to Big Lots. I don't know if they're related or not, or they're owned by the same company. So there's a Party City here. Now, I personally have never seen any cards in a Party City, but we'll try this one out and we'll see what we can do. Alright guys, you saw some of the stuff that was inside that card store. I'd never been in there before. I've looked them up on Facebook, and I've always wanted to stop in there. It was a little bit more just kind of random stuff all over the place. Not quite as many cards set out to go through, single cards. I did have a decent selection of old 80s and 90s packs and team sets, more than I see at the card store that's closest to me. I did pick up a few things in there, but not too much. I'll show you that at the end of the video. I think my last stop today is going to be at this Target. I'm sitting here in the parking lot right now. It was only about a mile or so away from the Party City and the Walgreens that I stopped in earlier, so this will probably be my last stop. I'll film if I can, and we'll see what they have in this Target. All right, we'll see you guys. All right, well, you saw what I see a lot of times in these bigger towns, just a bunch of nothing. Target already completely picked over. Really didn't have much luck in the retail stores when I got out here to the big city, I guess you could say, more metro area. Sometimes it's those smaller towns, those more rural areas that don't get picked over. There's not a person or a couple people who just can hit place to place to place to place in like an hour and a half time frame and just completely clean out an entire area. That's kind of one of the, I guess, pluses of living in a more rural area. There's not as many people who can just jump from store to store to store without driving for multiple hours. So I think that's going to be it for today, unless my wife and my mother-in-law somehow stop somewhere else. We're going to head back home, and I'll do my quick little recap whenever we make it back. So I'll see you on the flip side. Hey, we're back. I am home, and I'm attempting to film this recap. This is like the millionth time I tried to film this, and I keep messing up. So one of these days I should just save all my blooper reels and just release them. And if you guys are interested in watching me screw up a whole bunch, then maybe that'd be entertaining for you. I should start to save those bloopers instead of just deleting them. But here's my quick recap. You saw at my first stop there on my way to my eye appointment, I was able to find all that Topps Chrome at the Walmart. There's something about those smaller towns. Although this Walmart I have actually shown before, and when it had absolutely nothing, but this time I went in and it actually had stock. So anyway, I'm going to open that up on a different video. And then I did go to the card store. You saw me film in there. They had some really cool older cards. There was so much in there. I couldn't quite get a lot of good video because there were so many people. And if you're interested, they're on Facebook. The name of the store is actually the baseball card store. It's there in Overland Park, Kansas. There's their information if you want to give them a call if you saw something that you're interested in maybe buying. I don't know if he ships out items to people, but I would assume he could. Compared to this store, compared to my other local card store, this one is a little bit more geared to people who are interested in buying complete sets, or people who are interested in maybe junk wax cards, who are looking to buy like an old box of 89 Donruss or 88 Topps or the 1991 Topps set. He had tons of older junk wax, even cases of old junk wax. So if you're someone who looks for those type of products, give him a call. Now that's maybe not quite my style, and I'm not saying that's his store was bad or anything. That's just not maybe what I'm as interested in. I like having a chance to sit down and just thumb through those boxes of cards and spend an hour or 2 hours just looking through single cards and seeing what I can find. And he didn't have quite as much of that set up. He did just have a few cards, and then he actually had a lot of cool cards in his cases. He had some really cool Royals and Chiefs and even some vintage stuff. So here are the cards that I was able to kind of thumb through, the few boxes he did have. The Kyle Lewis rated rookie. This is kind of a purple parallel. He's actually playing really well. I might flip this card. I might try to sell it just because I don't know if he can keep it up. I don't know a lot about Kyle Lewis, to be honest. I need to do a little more research and see if this is kind of sustainable performance, or if I don't know, maybe he's just playing really well right now. I didn't buy a lot of Donruss this year, so I found a couple of rated prospects. Casey Mize, you saw me pick up one of his cards in my most recent road trip video. Mike Trout, the emoji card here, looks like the little baby shark emoji. Anytime you get a Trout is a good day, I think, for a good deal. Nate Pearson kind of got roughed up in his most recent start. There's a different type of, I don't know, hologram or parallel on this one. But I believe in Nate Pearson. Gavin Lux is probably, in my opinion, a pretty good buy low candidate just because he hasn't been called up yet. The Dodgers, to be honest, don't need him because they're so stacked. But, man, was what, the number 2 prospect right behind Wander Franco, I think, according to MLB.com. Found a few Bo Bichette's. This is before he went 5 for 5, like I think he did just last night. At least when I'm recording this video, it was last night he went 5 for 5. And then I found a few Oakland A's, Matt Chapman, and Ramon Laureano. The Laureano is actually a rookie card. So those didn't have prices on them, and I wasn't exactly sure what price he would quote me on it since I've never done business with him before, but I ended up buying him, so he gave me a fairly good price. Also found this, the Prismatic Prodigies parallel, the green parallel there for Bo Bichette. That's out of Bowman Platinum as well. And then this one I was really excited to find, the Juan Soto rookie card for Topps Fire. I don't have a lot of Juan Soto rookies. I think I might have the Topps Update rookie debut, but I really don't have any of the other big ones. So I need to kind of jump onto the Juan Soto train and try to pick up some more of his cards before they get kind of unattainable, at least for my budget. The one card I did buy out of his case is this. I've been looking for this card for a while, the First Bowman Chrome of Adley Rutschman. For $10, I thought that was actually a really good price. I haven't checked these on eBay to see what they're actually going for, but I didn't buy a lot of Bowman Draft last year just because it's a hobby-only release, and I don't always have a lot of opportunities to go into hobby stores. So to get that for $10, I thought was a really good deal. So I ended up spending a total of $25. The Rutschman was $10, and these other cards were $15, which is probably about right. You know, you guys have maybe gone to other stores or you dealt with people at card shows where they just kind of thumb through the cards and kind of shoot you a price off the hip. This guy, store owner, actually sat down when I took this stack of cards up to the counter. He sat down and looked them up, at least some of them. He looked some of them up on eBay just to see what they were going for. Like, I bet he looked up the Trout to see what that was going for, and he might have even looked up the Kyle Lewis and probably looked up the Soto. So he gave me the probably very, very accurate eBay prices. So just to kind of have that in mind in case you do ever stop in there, that's probably the type of deal you'll get, and what you can expect to pay is probably pretty close to eBay prices. And then he, like I said, he had a lot of older junk wax cards too, which some people are really gobbling up now. So anyway, that'll wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. I believe this might be my fourth or fifth, I think it's number 5, road trip video. If I release this video on Saturday, I'm not exactly sure when I'll release this, either on Friday or Saturday. Hopefully you're having another good day. If you had a chance to go to your local card store, spend $10 for the other National Baseball Card Day weekend. Weekend number 2, get yourself that Yordan Alvarez special card if you spend $10 on Topps products. And even if you don't spend $10 on Topps products, maybe if you have a chance to go to an LCS and just support the local card store and support the hobby, that would probably be an enjoyable experience for you guys too. So appreciate you making it this far in my video. I'm going to wrap this up before I mess up and have to delete it again. And I will catch you guys in another video. We'll see you.